Hello, 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 and a very good afternoon to you. Welcome to this live stream from Synergy Reiki Studio. Hope you're having a great day so far. I'm just going to outline what we're going to do with Deep Dive. We begin a week today for spring break, of course. So we're beginning at the start of April, and we're having a little mental, emotional, spiritual, and possibly physical spring clean with Deep Dive. If you've ever been to any of the courses that I've put online or in the person, then you're going to love Deep Dive. It's really taking it that little bit further. And quite a few of my good buddies did suggest, after doing boot camp last year in January and the 1st of April, that we do something that just adds to that, that develops it, that deepens it, that takes it just that little bit further. So here you go. A year later, we're doing Deep Dive, which is just going to dive in a little bit deeper than we normally do. You're going to feel fantastic after Deep Dive. There's a lot of healing. It's quite a different course altogether. So I thought I would do a little explanatory. I've been trying to do it on the Facebook Live, but it's not allowing me to. And I wanted to use my laptop as opposed to my phone. But do feel free to ask any questions you wish, and I will answer them. A few people have been inquiring, so I thought the best thing to do is put a video out there. It'll probably be about 5 or 10 minutes. So thank you in advance for your time, and I hope you're having a great day. There's a healing list as well that I put up yesterday, and it's valid until it's for a week actually, and I'm going to begin that today. So if you'd like some healing, because I won't put a healing list up when I'm doing Deep Dive, and then I'm going to take a little Easter break, in fact. So there will be no healing list for a few weeks. So take advantage of that 10-day long healing list should you wish to. You'll find that on the timeline, Facebook, Synergy Reiki Studio, my home on Facebook, of course. So another welcome to everyone. I hope you're doing good. I hope you've had a great week so far. One of my motivations for doing Deep Dive and exactly when I'm doing it is because Mercury is going back into retrograde. That happens on the 17th of April. So we're doing Deep Dive in advance of that. We'll be finished a good few days before we go into retrograde. However, we do go into that pre retrograde shadow about 2 weeks before Mercury formally goes backward or retrogresses. So when Mercury retrogresses, it's all the rewords like relax and rethink and Reiki and recalibrate or refresh, any of the rewords. So we were doing a lot of rewords essentially when we're doing our deep dive. I'm going to cover a couple of topics that just go that bit deeper. So let me outline what we're doing. Every day there'll be a kind of basics, if you like, essentials. Um, for example, we do a little scan of the body, see what we're picking up on. We do a little bit of chakra work. And I do some chakra work, some healing on you every day for that, balance all your hormones out. It's a little bit of endocrinology in this particular course. And I'm also working on gratitude each day. So, and doing a little meditation at the beginning as well. So we maybe spend 10 or 15 minutes covering some what I'd call basics, fundamentals, if you like, essentials, really, for any spiritual practice. And they will vary over the 10 days. And they will link into the themes, of course, of what we're doing. So we're doing a little bit of meditation together. We're working on some stuff together. We will be using different techniques and healing modalities, such as theta healing. It will feature really largely. Theta healing is going to be a feature of almost every day in Deep Dive because we're trying to clear some subconscious beliefs that no longer serve us. And theta healing is possibly the best way to do that. Also, we want to introduce some positive programs, beliefs, feelings, thoughts, and theta healing once again allows us to do that. There'll also be lots of Reiki and other things that we do, of course, as we always do. and of course he's from qigong to I'll keep it a surprise, but there is going to be a wee 10 to 20 minute period of the day um, during the live or the catch up if you watch it that way, because of course we have a live meeting. Send you a Zoom invitation for that. If you can make that, then that's wonderful. The time will vary because it's the holiday. The time will vary, so just allowing more people to at least check in a couple of times, that'd be really nice. But you can watch it on catch up whenever you like. So all I need from you just now is your email address, and then I will begin to get things set up tomorrow in advance and send you my introductory email. Make sure that we've got connected there, and I send you the invites by Facebook, but I send you the video because it takes a wee while to save it, upload it, and everything onto my YouTube channel. I send you the link. You can view it indefinitely. You can view it whenever you want to. No one else can access it. Only you with the link. Only you can access that video. Um, so it's rather wonderful. It's going to be maybe 2 days where I just do a talk like this and guide you through everything. But on both occasions, I thought what we'd do is have a little live meeting for maybe 15 minutes where I just take any questions or anything that has been coming up for you. So as that we're actually really working with things. I mean, we do that with the lives as well. We interact really well. The law of attraction was brilliant. You know, people were able to comment in the chat bit, icons. We all checked in throughout the meeting. It was really wonderful. And I was so grateful that so many of you could make it live. So obviously 7 in the evening is quite a good time, and we will have many an occasion where we will meet at 7 in the evening, but beginning at the weekend, at the weekends, I'm thinking let's do it in the morning and allow you then to enjoy your day, or you can watch it catch up whenever you want to. And it does encompass the Easter weekend. What a nice thing to do at Easter time when it's so symbolic of new beginnings and fresh starts. So, what kind of meaty topics are we dealing with? We're going to do our kind of basics, fundamentals. We're going to do that every day. All your usual magic from Jason. Uh, Basically, keeping your vibration high. That's the first part of each day, as a little section on how to keep your vibration high. So that might be, fairly familiar to some of you that do a lot of my courses. Although I am trying to create something here which is fresh and new entirely to everyone. But there'll be a little overlap with gratitude, I reckon, because it's something that we use all the time, really, to raise our vibration. We're going to show you lots of tips and hints on how to do that, definitely. You wondering what topics? I've jotted down a couple of words here, just in case I forget. You know what it's like when you're doing something live. Positive thinking. Yeah, thought I'd have a wee look at positive thinking. Because we have 60 to 90,000 thoughts a day. Perhaps 10% of those thoughts are useful. Thinking is really defined as an idea, and it's all about solving problems. So 10% of your thoughts are useful in that they may help you resolve issues or ideas to solve some problems. But 90% of most people's thinking is either pathological or a waste of time. So we're going to address that with deep dive. We're going to address our thinking and our style of thinking. We're going to look at some wee things that we can do whenever we worry or we think negatively. Um, Different methodologies, actually, as you'll see, because we can use mindfulness just to let the thought come, go, drop, or we can do some, well, cognitive behavioral therapy, to be honest with you, that we can go in there and challenge that thought a little bit. So we'll be looking at NATs, negative automatic thoughts, such as catastrophizing um, or generalizing, as many of us do, so that we understand the nature of our own psyche and our own thoughts. And everyone has NATs. NATs are everywhere, negative automatic thoughts. But when you recognize them, we're easily able to drop them because, of course, thoughts are not facts. Okay. Next topic, or one of the topics, we've not given them all here. Who am I? A little bit about self awareness, exploring all aspects of mind, ego, identity, the subconscious mind, and archetypes. Probably working quite a lot in the work of Carl Jung on that day and a little bit more. Talking about soul, talking about purpose and function, talking about fitting in to this world. If you've been struggling with any of that, then that day or those days will be fantastic for you. We're going to do shadow work now. That is the first thing that came to my mind when I thought a deep dive. Um, Shadow, according to Jung and many other people, is a part of us that we would rather not acknowledge or look at. It's a part of us that we hide or dissociate, block from. And this course is definitely trying to resolve any kind of um, um, any kind of negative thinking or trying to dissociate from what you are or who you are. It's a course about dissociation, partly, so that we don't dissociate parts of ourselves. We don't put parts of ourselves in a box with chains around it and say, that's bad. You know, everyone has a shadow. Everyone has negative thoughts. I wouldn't even say just about everyone can have bad thoughts from time to time. It's whether we act on them. So we're going to explore the shadow. We're also going to explore, and we'll show you ways to deal with it as well, and to heal your shadow, and to be okay with every part of you. And why not? Let's be friends with every cell, molecule, and atom of our entire being, including all aspects of your mind, you know, and what you've done and experienced, past, present, and future. We're coming to peace with all of that. We're definitely going to have a little look at anything that triggers you, anything that, makes you instantly feel a wee bit uncomfortable. When someone says something, does something, and you feel, whoa, anxious, or you feel, whoa, uncomfortable or overwhelmed, it's maybe not the person, because this course is about taking total responsibility for you. It's what it is triggering in yourself. So we're going to work with that. Very deep and very powerful topic. Because can you imagine life if you were able to go about doing everything that you wanted to do without anyone or anything triggering you? That's what we want, isn't it? We want to be ourselves. We want to be able to take ourselves anywhere, any place, and be around anyone without being triggered, without them sparking us off, pushing our buttons, upsetting us, making us feel angry, overwhelming us. So we're going to deal with stuff like that. So clearing old karma, old obligations, old energy entanglements, hooks, psychic hooks, cords, and ties, all those energetic things. We're going to clear them with your permission. We're going to clear them. So we are this course. We're going to do a bit of soul work, as you can imagine, and some soul fragments. It's actually quite easy to do work on karma. It's quite easy to do work on soul. And I'm your guide, so I'll be doing that one for you and helping you with that and helping you align with your soul purpose, helping you understand what that is, especially in these times that have challenged many of us, and maybe we've thought, what am I here to do now? What is my purpose? How do I fit into this world? Have you asked yourselves questions like that of late? If you have, you're not the only one, and that's why we're doing deep dive. And we will enjoy ourselves. We will have a laugh because we always do, of course. We're going to look at belonging, accepting, self compassion, how to grow spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, growth, and how to love ourselves. We're going to do some work on boundaries. Oh, hold on a wee second here. Cheers, everyone. Boundaries are the choices you make. That includes saying no. And we're going to look at our boundaries. And in particular, we're going to have a look at, why sometimes it's difficult for people to respect and honour those boundaries. We're going to do quite a wee bit of work on that. I've got the boundary stuff all prepared. Looking forward to doing that and the trauma stuff. Incidentally, when we're releasing trauma, if I haven't already mentioned it, from this lifetime, present or past, just remember that every cell in your body remembers everything that's happened to you. And that's what the subconscious mind is. Therefore, it's a servant that's trying to keep you safe at all times. So, what we're doing is just clearing some old stuff so that we don't have to be so on guard for it. But trauma will stop you living in this moment. Stop trauma will stop you noticing anything that's beautiful and wonderful about the now. And this is the only time that really, really matters. But trauma keeps us locked in the past. And I'm going to do some work on trauma. You're going to do it with me. And we're also going to do past life trauma. With theta healing, we can resolve things historically and ancestrally, which means at a past life level. So it's really exciting. There's a lot of really deep healing coming along with Deep Dive. It's not just about you doing it on its own. And incidentally, while I'm talking about that, we're going to take it live to Aberdeen. You may have noticed that. So check our website out, check the events. We're going to do one full day of Deep Dive live in the person. You can imagine how good that's going to be. That will be in Aberdeen. Feel free to attend both events. In fact, the online one is a little bit cheaper because we don't have to factor in expenses, um, despite it being a 10-day event and all the perks. Now, let me tell you about another perk that's coming with Deep Dive because I think this is such good value. Everyone's going to have a little theatre session should you require it. A chance to run things by me on a one-to-one basis. Okay, I've limited the time of that for obvious reasons, um, but I've given you a very, 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 very inexpensive rate for when we go beyond that time, should you need to. But I think you'll find that if you're organised, we can cover everything that we need to within the allocated session. So not only will you be getting healing during the sessions, not only will you be getting sent Reiki each and every morning and night, but you're also entitled, and I offer you a free theta session with this as well. So all of that for £50. It's incredible, really. Trust me. A session with me is 60. A session with my teacher is £120. So just think on that for a second, £120. And actually, I think that I would do that if I could, because it's worth every single penny. Believe me. And thank you to my teacher because I think she's awesome, wonderful, incredible, and amazing. And I'm so grateful to you. Um, so grateful to you. Um, I don't live in a city, so therefore my prices are a little bit lower, and I allow people to access it a little bit more easily. Um, if you've got trouble paying £50, be in touch with me if you want to come along, because we can put a payment plan in place. We'll see about the price for you as well. I mean, I did put it out in early bird. I put it out for 10 days. It was only supposed to be a week, but I put it out for 10 days. So it's entirely up to you if you want to join us. But believe me, if you join us, it's going to make a huge difference. You will feel completely different after this 10 days. So videos will last, I reckon, an hour, maybe just a little bit more. I don't record the chat before, during, or after. So the catch up is quite condensed and will always be under an hour. But the actual video itself may be a little bit longer than that because of questions and different things that we're going to do. Say 2 days, you'll have a day where you can just watch the video and get an opportunity to check in a wee bit later on those days um, to ask any questions that might be coming up before you get a chance to have your free theta healing session. Wow, I'm sure you agree with me that Deep Dive is one of the best courses that we've offered here. I hope you can join us. Please message me if you want to join us. Synergy Reiki Studio. My name is Jason Bryce, if you don't know me. I was a psychology lecturer for 18 years and have been the proprietor of Synergy Reiki Studio ever since. Been teaching Reiki now for just about 20 years. Been a theta healer for 13 years. I've been teaching mindfulness and meditation for mm, going on 15 years now. Um, and I could go on forever. I have a teaching qualification. I've got an honours degree. I am well and ready and able to take you through this process, and I hope that you come and join us. Any questions underneath the video? Uh, Feel free or message me, as I say, Synergy Reiki Studio. I hope that's giving you a little bit more something to go on, what to expect. Uh, Meetings generally in the morning, with both the weekends, and being one of them being the Easter weekend. And then during the week, it'll be about 7 o'clock in the evening, our meeting. So we'll mix it up a wee bit because that allows people to possibly be half and half as it'll work out. Okay, that's all from me just now. Have yourself a great weekend. Any questions? Please post them underneath this, send them to me. Have a great weekend, whatever you're up to. Have a brilliant time. I'll be sending some healing to everyone who has requested it on the healing list. Sorry about the tone of my voice at the moment. I've had a lot of dental work done, so my mouth's in agony. I was just taking this short opportunity to speak while I could. Okay, bye for now.